Hi, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. This is Real Talk with Coach Sherry. And this channel is about workforce development, career readiness, entrepreneurship, and of course, real life, real issues, and real talk. I am coming to you today from Roanoke, Virginia. Oh my goodness. I woke up at the crack of dawn, before the crack of dawn, actually, and my daughter, my center child, and I hit the road at 4:30 a.m. heading north to Roanoke, Virginia. And I am doing for her what my mother had done for me thousands of times. This is a legacy that I want to have continued in my family for generations. It's a legacy of support. It's a legacy of being there for your loved ones, no matter what the sacrifice may be. My mother, for me, she was always there. My father was always there. They supported me 100%. And for my mom, you know, if I needed her to rock with me and, you know, come and stop, drop, and roll, she would do that. I remember calling her last minute, Mom, you know, can you come here with me? Can you do this with me? And with no hesitation, no argument, no fussing or anything, no, why are you telling me this at the last minute? She would just come. And I so appreciated that from her. My parents together would do that even after we became married and my husband and I were in business and our children were so young. My parents would stop their business. Well, not stop their business would continue, but they would come to us to help with our children while my husband and I attended business meetings. I remember driving down from Charlotte, North Carolina to Sarasota, Florida with my parents, my husband, and our 3 children. We rented one of those big, it was a really nice van. It wasn't that 15 passenger thing. It was a really nice conversion van. And my parents came to Sarasota with us so that they can, you know, stay with our children while my husband and I attended our business meetings. And those are the types of parents that I come from. My husband's parents have done the same. And those are the types of parents that he comes from. And so in order to keep that tradition alive, I find as a parent that we have to do that for our children. So my kids, you know, and as kids will be, well, my legacies, they will remind me or tell me something the day before or a couple of days before. And so my daughter, I have been supportive of her. You know, she grew up understanding real estate. She grew up around real estate. She went to her first real estate closing at 20 months old when my husband and I bought our first rental property. And, you know, we never really talked to her about real estate necessarily. She's just always been privy to those conversations, and I guess she got the bug. So when she came home early from college due to C-19, since she had a lot of extra time, she was like, you know what? I think I want to go to real estate school. And I mean, she had always been talking about investing and doing all that, and that's great. But when she said that she was interested in going to real estate school, I was like, wow, that's awesome. Not only did she say it, but she did it. She not only did it, but she did go and complete. It was online, but it was still rigorous. And now she was waiting for her background to come through. Then she had to wait for another process to be okayed and green lighted to take the exam. She just got the green light, I want to say Monday, maybe Friday last week. And as soon as she got the green light that she could sit for the exam, she started doing her search and she wanted to take that exam as soon as possible. But I didn't realize that, you know, you could basically take the exam, I don't want to say just anywhere, but you could almost take it anywhere. And so she told me on Tuesday that she registered for the exam. It was going to be on Friday in Roanoke, Virginia, which is 2.5 hours away from Charlotte. And I was like, why wouldn't you just take it in Charlotte? And she said, well, because I wanted to hurry and get it done, get it over and done with. And the next time it'll be available in Charlotte is September 6th. And I'm thinking, I mean, what's the difference between August 14th and September 6th? You know, you just couldn't wait a couple of more weeks or a month, whatever. that gives you more time to study. I mean, I know that she has been grinding studying. She's been using 6 different studying mechanisms to prepare herself for this exam. But I get it. As a young person, you think that time waits for no one, and it really doesn't. But as a young person, especially, they want to get things done. So, I told her, I said, okay, I'll go with you. I don't want you to have to drive all that way by yourself. It'll give you an opportunity to study on the way there, or just review your notes. Take a nap if you have to, because we're going to leave early. And she did the whole time. She was reviewing her notes and looking over her books, and on the platform she was using on her phone. And she's in there now taking the exam, and I am so excited for her. I am proud of her. This is a young woman. She's 20 years old. She will be back in school in the next week or so, but she's doing it virtually, so she's going to live at home for this semester. And she is all good with that. She was like, Mom, all I have to really do is sell like 2 houses a year while I'm in school, and I'll be straight. Who thinks like that at 20 as a junior in college? I'm excited for her future. I just love to see my kids flourish, grow, and just move at their own pace. As a parent, we set the foundation. The foundation is exposure. It may not always be those deep, thought out conversations, but sometimes it's the exposure, showing them, having them around different things, having them around business-minded people. That's why all of my kids have that entrepreneurial spirit. They grew up with that. I grew up with that. And I couldn't help but transfer that to them, just for them being around it, for them to see as an entrepreneur, there is no ceiling, and the purpose or the importance of having those multiple streams of income. Her going into real estate, that's not her only thing. Initially, when she went to college, she was a business major and a biology minor, because she was thinking about going to medical school afterwards and becoming a dermatologist, and still owning real estate. Real estate has always been part of her plan. But when she got into the business major, she really loves business. She loves marketing, and that is going to be her primary focus. But she understands the multiple streams of income are necessary. She is also a sneaker plug. She does hair. She, is getting ready to go into the real estate game, and the sky is the limit. It's all about exposure. I'm getting ready to bring her into my business management group, so that she could really run with the big boys and make some really great investments and business decisions, and have different types of mentors at her fingertips. And this is just an exciting time. I know things are going on around the country, but you guys, seize the moment. Opportunities are abundant, and you just have to be willing to take that step, to take that first step towards it. Standing in place, standing still is not going to get you where you need to be. So take that step, because it is all possible. I will keep you updated on how it goes. I'm very prayerful that it will be a success. So until we speak again, remember, play how you practice. So practice hard so you can play to win. This has been Real Talk with Coach Sherry.